And welcome to Tonic Live. Hello everyone and welcome to Tonic Live with me, Owen.
Me, Alison.
And me, Daniel.
Hello everyone. What is Tonic Live? Tonic Live is live papercraft tutorials from Tonic Studios HQ with Ali, where she makes a project using some of the brand new launches that we've got coming up. And me and Dan go through your questions and suggestions on the phone, down on the computer, watching on YouTube. We're live on Facebook and YouTube, so if it's your first time watching, welcome along. Share the video, share it with your friends, share it with your paper crafting buddies, and we'll have a little look. Like the video as well, so we know you're there. And someone get the coffees in, because I'll have to have the... who shall I choose to do that? We do a thing that I'm going to try... Today's show, I'm going to explain all the basics, because everyone who joins in late, maybe they're just like, what is going on?
Fair enough.
But when we say get the coffees in, you get an emoji coffee, right? And you get them in for everyone in there. So you just type loads, and then everyone just shares them out.
Exactly.
And
and we're all very grateful for the coffee.
And then we're no longer thirsty,
yeah.
Or at least emoji thirsty anyway. So we're happy. But yeah, so this is a brand new launch went on. Decorative Edges launched yesterday, 6 PM with Jodie on a Chanda. Shows today at 9, 1, and we've got one following directly after this show. So you'll be able to, well, maybe a 5-minute break and then go over.
You can watch them on rewind, can't you?
Yeah, you can watch them on rewind. That's it. So you've got plenty of tutorials to watch with Jodie there. But yeah, we're going to have a nice make with... You've been in the bins again.
I haven't actually. I could have, but I haven't.
You were fine today. So yeah, tell us what you're going to make today, Al.
Well, I thought I'd make you a little gift bag. But I wanted to use the dies that were on the show today. So this is our little gift bag. So it's got a little bit of Velcro. And inside then, you can put a nice, fairly nice size gift.
We did like an autumn one.
We did this a while back.
Quite a good sturdy box.
But I wanted to show that you could do something else with the box and the dies. Because Jodie's shown you lots of cards and things to do with these today. I also made one that was the edge of a box. So don't just think of them as a card. Think of them as 3D stuff as well. Because you know I love 3D stuff.
That's it. Same with any of your dies. Good thing about die is you can, because it makes a card shape, and then you can apply it to your 3D projects, to your cards, to your home deco, things like that. Scrapbooking. So you can look at your things in different ways. How could they be used? I think that's what Ali's done here. How could you use it with a box?
Exactly.
There you go.
So, shall we show you? Have you seen the dies for starters?
Extravagandas.
Here's where we're going to start. So these are the dies that are on the show today. So... as you can see, they are, from looking at the back of them, they are quite a substantial die. Even just looking at the back. They go from the bottom to there, which is roughly, this is going to be a bit of a rough guess, but they're about 20 to 21 centimetres. So that's about 8 inches thereabouts. So they fit an A5 card, more or less top to bottom. So if you're thinking, I need to make some really elegant cards very quickly, then I would say these are what you're looking for. Are you looking for wedding invitations? Because I think these are awesome for weddings. Do you have invitations for like a 50th birthday? Something along those lines, I think these are going to be perfect. So with no further ado, I will make a start. So the one I've used today, I haven't told you the names yet, Edwardian Flower Edge, Swirled Lace Edge, and the last one then is Victorian Bloom Edge.
Yeah, nice, a nice sort of floral patterns or traditional designs on there. So yeah, for your occasions where you need something really classy, these are the ones.
Do we have over there an embossing mat and a green plate?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because I didn't bring one down.
I'm sure we do.
Sorry,
no, we got the comments here. I think Sheila got them in for everyone. She got loads of coffees for everyone.
Thank you, Sheila.
But then treated herself to a cocktail, which I think...
Oh!
You can't do that, Sheila. You've got to share it out. Yeah.
So there's the size of the die. And as you can see, it's a pretty big die. No, the green one.
The matte.
Green one
Or
and
the
the
green
green red. That's the ones.
There we go.
That's what I need. Thank you very much.
Oh, when you said green, I thought you meant pink.
No, green today. Green today. So, what I will show you, I'm going to show you how to cut these and how to get the embossing in them. Because as you can see, they're a 3-part die set. And I mean, this is pretty large. Have I got the right one? Yes. I thought I had the wrong one then. There's a lot of design in here. It looks like a little butterfly in the middle that you could snip out. And you could layer that back onto your design. The little design at the top here to me looks like a tree of life. So that could be something again that you can incorporate into your design work.
It would be nice for I think a gatefold.
Yes.
Like on the front, like either way and things like that.
You can do that.
Good thing about having symmetry on both ways, you can use it in lots of different...
Definitely, most definitely. Right, we got 2 edges. I'm hoping you can see, maybe I'll put them on here because they're not very clear there. Okay. So there are 2 edges for this die. There's one that goes from the middle, right the way around and back to the middle. So that will cut, if you wanted a decorative edge to your card. So imagine that was on the bottom of my card. I would have a stunning edge to that because it would take away the sides and it would leave that shape for me. If I wanted it left in my cardstock, so say we put it back in the middle, this one only comes up to roughly, it's about 1 centimetre from the middle. So what I could do with that one, if I cut this edge both sides, it would leave a join top and bottom. And what I could do then is bend the sides back and it would give me, I'm not really sure what they're called, but it's like a fun fold card. I'm sure somebody will come up and say the name for me because I know you're all fabulous with names.
Thanks everyone who's joined. Loads of people with us. Yeah, don't forget to share the video, like it, just share with your friends. All of them are into crafting. Hopefully we'll enjoy today. Forget to eat cookies, says Suzanne. It's lunchtime here. Just grab a huge sub sandwich. I always have a foot long at Subway.
Oh, lovely.
6 inch. You don't want to take the risk that you might be having.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you
Always
can't,
want
can
more.
you? You just can't.
You know, what are you going to do?
Heaven forbid.
Because you'd have to go back in embarrassingly and order another 6 inch.
And waste yourself
And the
money
saving.
Yeah. So
better to buy 2 foot longs and then just chuck
stop it. It's making me
chuck
thick.
one in the bin.
You're getting worse, I tell you.
The thought of it alone is it's too horrible for me.
Okay, so I'm just lining up my die at the edge because obviously we don't want to waste card either, do we?
Well, I mean, I do. But...
Well, you do. Us
With time.
crafters don't. So I've lined it up just at the bottom of my card. And I will show you how you would make a card then with this. So...
Joan says, do the dies cut out completely?
Yes, I'm going to show you that as well.
Are these kind of, I suppose, a similar style of cutting to the entwining trellis?
Yes. Yes, they are.
So
they
like
are.
there's 2 decorative die cuts on the outer edge, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
One that goes right to the top and one that doesn't.
Yeah.
So
really entwining trellis was a really good set, wasn't they?
It was.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah, if you check those out, entwining trellis were out there at the time. So yeah, really nice patterned dies, some nice floral stuff in those as well.
Okay, so you imagine now that this is the edge of your card, because I know I was just blown away by these. Let's get the tape off first.
Oh,
because they're really, really pretty.
Catherine says, nearly finished the tapestry, just the background to work on. Oh, well done, Catherine.
Oh, well done.
Always love your owl one. I got your owl one on the shelf there, which is our favourite. That's our favourite tapestry we've ever seen.
So if you pop that in, that could be the edge of your card. So what a pretty edge it would be. It could also be a handbag. You can make that into a bag, little clutch bag. It could be, you know when you have those invites from weddings and they've got a little pocket at the base where you put the map of where you're going, the wedding list, your RSVP, all that sort of thing. Well, you can put all that in there then.
Yeah, a nice envelope or for tickets if you're giving someone tickets or a
yes,
voucher or something
yes,
like that.
Lovely gift voucher.
Yeah.
So I'm just leaving a tiny little edge, but you'll see this a few times now as I'm cutting it. So just leave that little edge there, and then I'm going to tape it down. Okay. It's not often I do this amount of die cutting.
No.
So you've got the whole caboose today.
No, you've got the full stuff.
Full works.
Seriously, is a kinetic card.
It can be a kinetic card because it is movable.
Yeah, if you want
It is
to.
movable. Okay. Now I've got a tangerine here, as you know, and it's cut going across the plate. So there's my design all cut out. If you're using other cards, you may need to pop a little shim possibly in the middle, but hopefully it will all cut out perfectly. So that, I'm going to emboss this, but because I'm going to do another cut on the other side, I'm going to leave the embossing until after I've done the third cut, because I want to cut this completely out. So let's take the tape off. Hold your die in place. Make sure I got the right one now, yes. Just place your die around. It will lap just over where you've cut. If you're cutting the whole thing out, it just laps tiny bit over that cut. So it kind of locks into place. And then, or if you wanted to, I could leave a nice gap down there and cut a lovely edge. It just depends on how far you want to go. So I'm going to have a little tiny edge to match the other side. Only a little one though. There we are. And then I'm just going to tape the edge in place, and I'm going to remove the die.
Beverly's with us. Good afternoon. Catching you live for a change.
Hello.
Yeah, 4 o'clock-ish. We're always here on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday.
There we are.
And Charlie Evans with us. Thanks for showing us how to do this, is Sandra. How to do it, as I've been wanting this kind for a while. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Make sure you take all your little bits off your plates because they will mark it. And you don't want that. So I've taken my die away now, my pattern die. I've just got my edging die in place.
So we got a few people on YouTube as well. So we got Vida saying hi, Patricia saying OMG, such beautiful dies again. Pennies won't stretch this month. Would love them saving all tutorials. Very nice, Alison. Doreen saying gorgeous dies. Vida saying beautiful dies. Nadine saying hey and waving as well. So there we go.
Yeah. So if you haven't got these dies yet, you can get them at www.herchanda.com, and there'll be a live show straight after this with Jodie herself doing a demonstration. Yeah, at 5
And that'll be your last chance today as well. It's the last hour to 5 PM. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you'll be able to do that. So yeah, that's it. But that's it. Always, check on our next launches because we try and change up our styles to find something. I think Anne said, Sandra said they'd be looking for this kind of thing, and then eventually you might something we might like.
It looks like, when you get those tablecloths when you're abroad and they're all done either crocheted or they're linen and they're all cut out.
Yeah.
That's what these remind me of. They are beautiful. So we got 2 little tabs on the end because I've left a little border, and then it's just chop those tabs off, both of them.
They could do nice bunting as well.
They could.
If you tied them together.
They could. There we are. So that is our die cut already done. But there's little areas on it. There's some that deboss, so it means that they go down into the card, and there's some areas that emboss, which come out to the card. So I've done all my cutting, so now I want to emboss it. So put it back on the die exactly, and it will lock in. So let's get my boards ready.
Joan's got new drops today. Bank cards in hiding.
Oh, Joan.
Catherine said hello, Kim as well. Hello from Lake Tahoe in California. Sounds nice.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
It's Tahoe, isn't it?
What?
It's Tahoe.
Tahoe.
Potato, tomato.
Lake potato, lake potato. It does sound nice.
Sounds lovely. I think lake anything sounds lovely.
I think in parts of America or where they're not close to the coast, as a lot of them aren't, it's like lakes become their seaside or beach.
They do.
Beach kind of thing. So for us, we're lucky. We're about 10 minutes away from the beach. But
and really, I mean, like anywhere in the UK, you're like 100 miles away at most from the coast.
I've said that story before. When my cousins used to come down, they're from Warrington, and every time they come down, they go to the beach, and they used to go like 3 or 4 times. Like where they go down, it's like, oh, where are we going today? The beach again, and we'd have to go down. And for me, it's no. I'm like, and it's not like, well, it's not the best.
Can you see that?
There are nicer beaches.
Can you see all the embossing and look at the decorative effect on there.
On both.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah, reading that on a nice paper like this as well.
Well, I've actually bought some of our nice papers down today.
Ooh.
They're all nice.
No, but I've special ones. You know the ones you stroke? The papers you don't use.
The ones we don't use.
The stroke
the ones that shall not be named.
The ones from
Yes, look at this one.
Oh,
we've got this one too.
Oh, go on, let's get it close.
It is
Let's get a stroke
delicious.
on that. Oh.
I can give you a name on this.
What about an hour of this, everyone? People would watch that. I think it would be like a channel.
Is that called craft porn, is it?
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Have you ever heard of, I think it's ASMR, something like that. It's
auditory, sensory.
Yeah, something. And it's basically like I think it was quite a big Korean thing, and it's kind of gone over now. But basically, it's just like it's mainly food. It's just like really sensitive microphones to just people eating food, and it's some like if you wear headphones, and it's a weird experience. Apparently, it's supposed to be very relaxing, but then other people find it really horrible. So yeah.
Was that the one where you could have a virtual haircut years ago? Did you ever have that? Do you remember that? Yeah,
I remember
that was freaky. That was you never had that, did it? It was freaky.
No,
it really was. So this is powder blue lace, if you're looking for it. And the silver is our pearlescent Luna Silver. So it's not often I use so many pretty papers. I tend to save these to stroke.
No, that's it.
But today,
if we did have a like card stroking TV, obviously you'd want some really good hands for it, for like, you know, a builder, like sort of hands where you just, you know, really people enjoy that
coarse hands.
What I'm checking there is that I'm using the right one, because I want to use the one that'll cut edge to edge. So it's the larger of the 2 dies. Okay, so I'm just lining up again. And let's have my other bit of tape. There we go. And my top plate. Because I thought sometimes it's nice to see from start to finish exactly how it's done.
And that's, we've got the beauty of, we've got an hour to spend with you. You know,
Jodie's got 5 minutes. I can spend a lot longer.
Yeah. So any questions you have, always just ask, and anything you'd like to see as well, ask us, because we can always, just make something on a Wednesday and up. And seen those videos, Dan, and next you'll have photos of hands ready to, you know.
It could have been wrinkly for that.
4 hours of you stroking a different card. I think there's a market, there's a niche. It's niche.
So it's kind of like, it's almost just like this.
Oh, dear me.
Glove on.
Easy money, I suppose, isn't it? That's all I can say.
Good for your CV, isn't it?
So this time now,
with gloves.
I've locked the 2 edges. So where I've cut previously, I've locked the die onto that place, because if it's a tiny bit smaller than this, that's fine. I'm happy with that.
Is there much of a demand for that? A hand model that has to wear gloves? I feel like
I don't, to protect